25 fee Vengeance here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is the #1 selling model for Michigan's #1 family toy hauler. So this is the best of the best. Every toy hauler is the best for a different reason. Every RV is the best for a different reason. So I'm going to try to zero in on the things that I think make this exceptional and outstanding in its class and help you understand why it's so popular. Now, if at any point, especially just you YouTuber type folks at home or on your cell phones, I leave you a link down here in the video description that says check for price and availability. You're one click away from important questions, obviously, like pricing, as well as links and tank capacities and a bunch of other good things like cargo carrying capacity. So this is really like the biggest, truly comfortably half-ton towable toy hauler you can get in a true toy hauler. Now, there are some things that are not 102-inch wide body, not quite as tall, not a true toy hauler platform that can get you in that half-ton towable category with a similar layout. But this is the last like big true toy hauler before you really start to lose that comfortable half-ton towability. And we've got an extremely nice equipment, very smartly equipped. That's what I like about Vengeance. It's everything you need, nothing you don't. I call it the ideal working man's toy hauler, or working woman's as it were, pardon. But anyway, so triple entry steps and dual entry doors. Despite being really close together like this, what they did, they added a second entry door to take you direct to the bedroom, which is really uncommon. A lot of brands will make you walk through the trailer, and it's not that it's terribly hard or difficult. It's just nice that you can hop in, grab a coat, hop out. Gives you another way to get in and out to the bathroom. Something else I noticed, the little indoor-outdoor floating table that they come with, it just fits perfectly between the steps. I mean, that is just a happy little accident right there. I thought that was cool. You should probably use it over here, though, under the middle. This is a 21-foot awning. They use the same awning on all their Vengeances. Really aggressively sized awning. And that'll cover your outdoor entertainment center. Now, sometimes we have a Vengeance with a TV. Sometimes we don't. It depends on the deal we can get from the factory at the time. Our goal, as always, is to make sure that we have the most value-packed RV for you, which is not necessarily the most feature-packed. Sometimes we can get a TV cheaper aftermarket, and sometimes it can be a bigger or better TV. You never know. So, like I said, 102-inch, true wide body, extra tall. I like the open little cargo rack deck thing that they put on the front here, and it's preset for a dual battery setup. Very easy to put 2 batteries on here if that's what you're looking to do for extra dry camp time. Power awning with LED lights, power tongue jack, most of that kind of stuff is standard. We did upgrade to the aluminum wheels on this one. Again, usually the ones that we have in stock are going to look pretty darn close to this, not always. Smooth aluminum nose front, not fiberglass, and it's painted, so it's not going to get sun checked and faded. Not to mention the fact that this is 250% thicker than that aluminum, so this is actually an entire stone guard nose, basically. They give you the diamond plate look down here because that's what you're expecting. You don't realize the entire nose is literally the same thing. It's really cool that way. Sometimes we'll enclose the underbelly or the tanks on these, sometimes not. It really just depends on the one that we have at the time. Really the biggest reason we're inconsistent on that is just because this being the #1 seller, we rip through these so fast. We order them by the dozen, basically, and we can't always have them in stock. So sometimes we'll call down to Vengeance, be like, listen, whatever you got in a 25V, send it to us. Don't care how it's equipped. We need inventory, and we just have to deal with the rest. So, patio party deck on these, and I love this. They were one of the very first, if not the first, I'm not sure, I'd have to check, to put this on a travel trailer. This used to be just a fifth wheel thing. Only those living the good life got to have a piece of the pie, basically. Now we're all moving up to the east side, and everybody has access to something nice. You don't have to have a 45-foot fifth wheel to have this. So, it's 1,500 pound rated in the deck position with those aircraft cables there, and it's 3,000 pound rated for loading. Now, again, being a true toy hauler with a taller chassis and taller tires, they dovetailed the rear end here to make it easier for loading. And by the way, if you want to make loading a toy hauler real easy, what you do is you put a couple blocks under your tongue jack, then you just crank the tongue jack way up in the air so that you basically just have a slanted load surface. Just makes life a lot simpler that way. Easy setup. Gate here, I like these things. These are simple and easy to use. Here, case in point, let me see if I can do this with one hand. There you go. So let me climb up here. When you're going down the road, it stores right here. When you're ready to set up, you just fling it. Bang! Right in space. I love that. It just goes right where it's supposed to. How cool is that? Now, there's plenty of room up here. You can put a picnic table and still have room for like 4 adults up here, and of course it has a weight capacity to handle that. Happy Jack bed used to be optional. I believe it's now moved into standard because it's just silly to have a toy hauler without it nowadays because of how many things it does for you. And that's where this RV has started to become a crossover, and that's why the toy hauler market has grown so much. It used to just be a garage that you slept in, and that was not fun, and Mom usually didn't like that. Well, they've grown, they've evolved, and they've gotten cooler. So we've got this upper bunk, which, by the way, the bed can stay up against the ceiling when these sofa benches come down. Now, another recent update here is that these benches can ride either vertically or horizontally under that bed, so you can have either maximum load width or height, depending on what your toys and load needs are. They can both fold down into a little bed area like this. They kiss right in the middle, so you've got a lower mega bunk and an upper mega bunk, plus your front sleeping. You can easily sleep 6 in here. And then over here, when it is in the sitting position, we have these handy little like theater-style flip-outs, or you can just simply leave it up like that and just have a nice, you know, full cushion bench. And that little outdoor table that we looked at earlier, wouldn't you know, it just slides perfect right in there. I bet that's not an accident. Love the new flooring. This is fifth wheel plank printing that they have in here, and that's the thing that I like about Vengeance. Their consistency. They build the same things the same ways every single time. These recessed D-rings, which there's, I don't know, like 10 of in here or something like that, they say 2,500 pound rated on them. They've actually been pull tested to 33, and what failed actually was the ring, not the mount, because the mount is screwed straight through the 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor, and before they actually run the screws, they pump the tap hole full of a glue called Sikaflex. That's the same stuff that holds the windshield in your car, and I bet, chances are, you haven't had a windshield just fall out of your car, nor do you even know anyone who knows Kevin Bacon, who knows a guy whose windshield just fell out of his car. You have to get a pretty catastrophic incident going on to have that occur. Now, at the time of this filming, this is the first of our, I guess you'd call them late season 2017s. This is the updated series. This has all the fresh current things going on at Vengeance. And they haven't really, again, when you're building the number one thing here, you don't need to rock the boat. Now, what they did here, though, is they dressed up a little bit. Their countertops, everything used to be flat. It used to be boring. Well, they put some nice radius edging in here. They gave us some shape and character. This is all a sealed edge waterproof countertop, so that let them recess the sink and the stove to give you functional counter space in a layout that just otherwise wouldn't have any. And you can really use that as countertop space. You can't do that with every sink covered. Nice plywood built drawers that pull out, not particle board with, sticker wraps. And we've got a convection oven down here, really set up a lot like a motorhome. This is pretty common in toy haulers. Convection microwave below the stovetop, and that leaves you room for all this overhead storage up here. 8 cubic foot gas electric refrigerator freezer standard, so this is good whether you're in a park or out of the park. Now, you can put chairs here, leave this open, use it like a table, but either way, you still have this big picture window looking straight out under your big patio awning here. Hopefully you're not going to just be staring at the side of the fifth wheel at your campsite. Moving on. We've got a very spacious walk-through middle bathroom. You've got tons of floor space here. I mean, if I sit down and stretch my legs out, I can't come anywhere close with my ugly, stupid shoes. Dr. Scholes, thank you. I spend a lot of time on my feet. I can't kick cabinets or anything, even my long legs. True toy hauler. Extra tall, you're never going to hit your head in this shower. Not to mention, you've got tons of elbow room with that big radius thing there. And this is a extended member, like this is, I guess you call it cousin to the Cherokee family of RVs at Forest River, which is their #1 selling series of travel trailers, period, at Forest River. So you've got kind of some similarities here, like the countertops, the big sink, the biggest in-class medicine cabinet. They've done some similar things like that. Also, I do love over here the dedicated linen storage. I think the bathroom and bedroom is what's made this toy hauler, this one in particular, so impacting and so desired by so many people. So being a wide body toy hauler, we've got extra room to walk around the bed. There's just more room there. What's funny is when people look at it, they say, well, that looks like the space around a normal bed. Well, it is. because not only is the body wider, but the bed's wider. They put a bigger, wider bed. Even in Invention's travel trailer, they do that. That's how cool that is. And remember, you do have that little easy access door over here. And both sides of the bed have little household outlets to run appliances and whatnot. Well, we've got, you know, 3/8 decked, 5-inch trussed, 5-inch tall roof truss system here that holds like 2,800 pounds or something, more than you're ever going to need it. You have a best-in-class, on average, of 12-inch on-center wall studs, 12-inch for sure on-center floor studs, 5/8 tongue and groove plywood floor deck. A lot of super good, super reliable things. That kind of construction, that methodology I just mentioned, is like proven so many times to be as problem-free as an RV possibly can be. And that's what I like. This is a good soldier, working man's infantry level toy hauler. You're not paying for fluff. You're not paying for silly stuff. You're just paying for the meat and potatoes. You know, it's all thriller, no filler. And I tell you, man, per capita, we do not have a lot of problems with these things. They are pretty clean overall as a result. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And I don't care where you live because they're on wheels. So give us a chance to quote something out with or without shipping. It does not matter. We don't lose deals for nothing. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.